Good morning and welcome to this episode of Inside Texoma. Today we're taking an inside look at IdeaWF, and I'm joined by the director of IdeaWF, Jeff Stambaugh. Welcome to Inside Texoma.
Thanks for letting me be here with you this morning.
So tell us a little bit about this competition.
The contest is now in its 6th year, and so it really has stayed true to its purpose throughout. The idea was twofold. The first is to give entrepreneurs that little boost they needed to get them over the hump, so to speak, try to get them on to success. But the rationale for the contest is that supporting entrepreneurs isn't just a good thing to feel good. It's important for the economy of our region. And that's why we require that the businesses that are created get the majority of their revenue from outside of Wichita, Archer, and Clay counties. And that way, as they succeed and grow, new money comes into the region, more jobs, good for the economy.
So it's kind of a win-win situation, but really anybody who gives back to the economy and has an idea can be a part of this, right?
That's right. We encourage everyone. We've had 2 orientation sessions. We have 2 more to go. So if you're interested in this contest, we encourage you to come to the orientation session. You can go to our website, ideawf.com, and it'll have the times and dates for the additional orientation sessions. And just learn about the contest. We aren't going to do the work for the person, so to speak, but we're going to help them understand the process that they need to go through to think through their business. And so if you're interested in launching your business, come out, see what we have to offer, and see if you're ready to dive in and make it happen.
And this can really be any type of business, right?
That's right. Absolutely. We don't control the type of business. The only thing that is important is that you have to get the majority of your revenue from outside of Wichita, Archer, and Clay counties. So if someone wanted to say, for example, open a yogurt shop in town, that wouldn't qualify. But if you wanted to open a chain of yogurt shops with locations all across Texas, that would, because a lot of the revenue would come from outside of our area.
Okay, that makes sense. Now I know you just mentioned those orientation sessions, but that is really just phase 1 of a couple of steps here, right?
That's right. So the orientation session is, as you say, phase 1. We try to get people started in understanding what they need to put into their executive summary, because the executive summary is the first cut. The Small Business Development Center team, awesome people, great services. They will help people with their executive summaries, and then not later than the 3rd of December, people turn in the executive summaries to officially enter the contest, and then we hand them over to the judges. And the judges take those executive summaries and they winnow them down to our semifinalists of 15 entries.
And then do you just pick one winner each year?
No, we have 3 winners. Okay. So the way it's going to work is 15 people will be invited to submit full business plans. Then in March, we'll cut the field again to 6 finalists, and those numbers are soft. If we want to have a few more, that's okay. And from those 6 finalists, then we select 3 winners. 2 category winners that are equal in terms of the prizes and the like, and if you will, a runners-up called a judge's choice. The categories are there because sometimes you have a business that's been operating for a year or 2 and it has a certain amount of revenue. It's hard to compare them directly to a startup where they're just trying to get going. So we created the 2 categories called the Grow and the Go category. Grow, if a company's been around for a couple of years, has a little bit of revenue. And then the Go category, if you're truly a pure startup, and this is going to get you up into the air and flying.
So obviously we have the categories, but how do you pick the winners? Because I imagine over 6 years you have seen a lot of great business ideas.
Yeah, we sure have. And we've seen a lot of companies that are done very successful. One of our most successful is a garbage company. And it turns out that there were a lot of places across North Texas that had poor trash service. And so you say, well, how did they qualify? Well, they're all over North Texas, and they're headquartered here in Wichita Falls, and their trucks are maintained here, and their headquarters is here, and so they've created a lot of jobs in our economy even though they're out. And then we have Kenny's Seasoning, which in a sense is a great example of the revenue question, because right now Kenny's Seasoning is sold all across the country. So we have seen products all across the way.
And now once they win, it certainly doesn't stop there. I mean, talk about what they actually win and what they're getting.
So you're right. It's very important, and we emphasize the contest isn't about a winning business plan. It's not about those pieces of paper. It's about the business. And so our winners get prize packages. The 2 category winners obviously get the largest prize package. It's $12,000 cash to each of them. Judge's Choice gets $6,000. And then they get prize packages of marketing assistance, legal assistance, accounting, information technology, human resources consulting, the exact sorts of things that startups need to get off to a good start. And then it's away to the races for them. we're certainly there to backstop them. The Small Business Development Center continues to help. And obviously, I stay in close touch with them. One of the winners that you're going to have later in the segment, Kangaroo Design, we have incubator office spaces in the Dillard College, and so they moved into one of our incubator offices. So no longer are they running this business out of the garage. They actually have an office that they can come to. So it's all about getting those businesses started and then successful.
How important are those resources to businesses? Because I imagine you, kind of as the expert here with Idea WF and working with so many entrepreneurs, know exactly how important this is to them.
So in today's society, all of America contacts businesses how? Through Yellow Pages? No, they want to go to the website. So the one thing that people routinely use is the marketing services and the web design. And Crane West did for many years our winners web designs, and beautiful websites, very useful product. Obviously the cash, that's always the right color, so there's nothing wrong with the cash. Accounting services, they can help people, for example, get their QuickBooks properly configured so that when it comes time to the end of the year to do their taxes, now it's all very orderly, and frankly it costs a lot less money because the information is already organized. The lawyers, they can review contracts, they can give advice on what type of form it should be. Should it be a limited liability company, or should it be a C corporation, and help them understand and draw up the bylaws. These are exactly the services that startups need to get off to a good start.
Yeah, it's not the type of stuff you can just do on your own if you have no knowledge, just the idea, right?
Right. It is. We think we have a price package that is perfectly suited to helping people get out the gate in a sound fashion.
What's it been like for you to see these ideas start from the very beginning and then keep growing as they go through this competition?
Let me tell you, they're like my baby. And so when I see them struggle, it's very frustrating. And when I see them succeed, it's great. And I love it when my phone rings and it's one of them saying, I just wanted to tell you that I got into a new distributor today, or we had our first big sale today. It really is very rewarding to see them grow.
Absolutely. I mean, it is real world business.
That's right, because it goes back to, it's about creating a better economy in our area, and we do that by having a strong business community. A lot of the companies that contribute so much to the Wichita Falls economy, people don't know their names because they don't do business with them. People all over the world do business with them. That money flows in, they employ 5, 10, 50 people, pay them a great wage, and they go out and then take that money and spend it in the community. The Chamber of Commerce has a multiplier, and I forget what it is. It's like 7 to 1 or 4 to 1. For every $1 that comes into the economy from outside, it creates effect multiple times. That because it's that new money that gets exchanged around, that we all do, people we do business with locally.
All right, well, we are going to take this kind of out of theory and show you exactly how it works by talking to a previous winner, Kangaroo Designs, and make sure you stay tuned. You don't want to miss their story. It's coming up next on Inside Texoma. Welcome back to Inside Texoma. We're taking an inside look at Idea WF today, and we have one of our previous winners, Kangaroo Design. I'm joined by Patrice Gutierrez, Carol Osborne Crow, and Elizabeth Crow. Welcome to Inside Texoma.
Thank you.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about Kangaroo Design.
Kangaroo Design, we make a garment for mothers and fathers to hold their babies in kangaroo care. There are tremendous benefits to kangaroo care. Optimal brain development, it stabilizes the baby, their respirations or heart rate, incredible bonding between baby and their parents. And we've made a garment that's soft, seamless, called MyRooTube, that helps them hold baby in position, and then they can have their hands free. So whether they want to take a drink, whether they want to snack, text, they're hands free while they do it, and extremely comfortable.
Okay, and we have MyRooTube right here. This is the package. Tell us how this idea came about, because it started as a seed and it grew. So where did you come up with this in the first place?
We were actually in a committee with 20 different hospitals to improve the health care of moms and babies. And we saw a need that parents needed something to secure their babies while they're doing skin-to-skin and kangaroo care.
Okay, and I know we have a little demonstration with a baby in an actual MyRoo tube. If I think Elizabeth is going to show us now, show us just exactly how it works. So we have the baby and we have the MyRoo tube, which is what is in this packet right here.
And this is it. Seamless. There's no seams up or down, inside out. However you put it on is okay. And it just slips over your head.
Really
Down
easy
like
to
that.
get on.
Very easy to get on. Pretty much pull it down, secure your baby. And if you recline a little bit, of course our baby doesn't cooperate.
It is a
Yeah,
doll.
that's right. If you recline a little bit so that your baby's, kind of laying down a little bit. And then it goes right across the shoulders, just like that.
There you go, nice and
Yeah.
easy.
Yeah.
So now you have this great idea. You know the benefits of this and why people should be using it. So how did you get involved with Idea Wichita Falls? I mean, I imagine you maybe struggled a little bit to get it off the ground.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
We've had our successes and our failures. And
We had been working with a small business development center. I mean, we came to them with an idea. We wanted to make this garment. We needed to find a manufacturer that could make our seamless design. We weren't exactly sure what material we wanted. We just knew how we wanted it to function. So working with them, and then went to Jackie for marketing, and the Small Business Development Center and Jackie both told us about Idea WF, and she said, you've got to enter. You just have to enter. You have this great idea, and they'll help you do that. And it's kind of scary, but I thought, that would be great. And the more I looked into it, I thought, yeah, if we win, that would be fantastic. If we don't, the process we're going to go through and the way they're going to help us, we're still going to get our business up and running. Absolutely, let's go for it.
So now you guys were last year's winner, is that correct?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so tell us a little bit just about what you learned. I mean, you mentioned it wasn't even about winning. So what did you learn through the course of this process?
I really didn't even know that you had to have a business plan when you had a business. I had no business experience whatsoever. Patrice did, so she kind of knew some things. But the process of the business plan, the executive summary is first, and then the business plan itself. You learn a lot about your things that you need to do in your business, your competitors, why are you doing this in the first place, your purpose, how is this going to fill a need with the community, and just the whole process.
And how are you going to make it work? So by the time you're finished, you've actually got your business plan and how to make that come to fruition. And so Idea WF was fantastic and helped us have our dream become a reality, and that was amazing.
I would say since we have the actual product here, you guys would say this was a successful program for you guys.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Great.
And it's not just for biological moms and dads. We have adoptive families that absolutely love it. And this one family in particular I'm thinking of, they didn't give birth to the baby, but they wanted to bond with their baby. They did skin-to-skin contact, and it was very tearful. It was a very joyous occasion. And Dad actually did it as well, and tears were just coming down his face. It was just wonderful to watch them bond with their new baby, and
I'm
just
sure,
amazing.
I'm sure after all that hard work to see something like that was just amazing. What was it like when you found out you were one of the winners?
Oh,
It was,
we were so excited.
and it seemed like they just waited till the last to tell us. Yeah. So we're waiting, and I'm, calling.
We're actually holding hands.
And,
Yeah,
it
was very
felt
exciting.
wonderful.
And it was my birthday.
Oh, so it was a nice little
Yeah,
birthday
it was
present
really
for you
exciting.
guys.
Yeah, it was very exciting.
But I imagine it was a lot of hard work. I mean, talk about that aspect of it.
Okay. Absolutely. Doing all the research and getting your business plan very well written, and I guess that was the main part, just getting all the aspects of that business plan.
And you have to do financials also, and to do that, you've got to take a real look at your competitors. How are they doing? How is yours different? What are your sales projections? And it's hard, but it forces you to work with the real numbers and the reality, and which was awesome.
So now what would you tell someone out there who's maybe considering getting involved, but they don't know if they could do it? Just why should they do it from your experience?
Well, one of the things I just love that at the first session that we went to, that they talked about, you can have a really good idea, and that's all it is a really good idea, unless you take it to the next step. You've got to go through those steps and the hard work to have your idea become something that's tangible, that people can use. And so I really loved that.
So a lot of successes, and you guys continue to grow your business based upon what you learned with Idea WF, right?
Right.
Oh, yes.
Absolutely. And we have people all over the United States that are calling for our product, and we have hospitals that are looking at our product all over the United States. And one in particular in Fort Worth is doing a quality improvement study using our product in their NICU and also on their postpartum unit. So the business is growing, and every month it's doubling its sales. So it's really wonderful.
Do you guys think you could have done it without Idea WF?
No.
Oh, boy.
No.
Because we had such great help with the Small Business Development Center,
Right.
the Lalani Center, awesome, and Jackie Hager. We've been working with Hager Communications, and if you're having a struggle, a day that's struggling, you just walk into her office and you feel like $1 million when you walk out. You can she just really helps you and encourages you. And we've used most of our in-kind prizes, and just the professional help, just invaluable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the support throughout, getting the support and helping you get to where you need to be. So if you have a particular problem with a certain part of it, you've got all these resources to help you. And the support afterwards has been fantastic.
Absolutely. Well, thank you, ladies, so much for coming on to share your story and your product. We're so happy that this was such a success for you guys.
Thank you.
Thank
Stay
you.
for having us.
Absolutely. Make sure you stay tuned to Inside Texoma, because we're going to talk more about how you can get involved right after this.